What's up guys, this is Mohan. In this video you are going to learn how to get an input from an user and display it. Before that I want you guys to show what is the syntax for declaring an variable in C Sharp. So first we have to mention the data type and variable name. So this is the syntax for declaring a variable in C Sharp. So let's make it as a command line. So what is this data type? Let's say suppose we have an data 7 where we have to store, and we need a variable to store our data. So let us assume and the name of the variable is num, where you are storing the value 7, and again we have to define what type of data we are storing in this variable. So for this is the only purpose where data type plays a major role. It describes what type of data a variable holds. This is the only purpose of a data type. And since 7 is a number, we have to declare integer as its data type, and this is the syntax for declaring a variable. And we can even display it in the command prompt screen using this command console.writeLine. So we have to add this console.readline at the end of the program. I would explain why we are doing so. So as per the program, we have stored a numeric value 7 into the num, and we have printed the value of the num. So this is what our command prompt shows. This is what it does exactly as per the program. And the reason why I included this console.readline is we are asking the compiler to wait. So what happens if I don't give this line? You have to run and see it by yourself. The command prompt just pops out and it goes immediately. It is not waiting for any further input from an user. So that is the only reason I have added this console.readline. So now the command prompt is waiting for some input from the user. So when the user press enter, it just goes off. So this is what the main purpose of this console.readline. And apart from that, I'm going to show you what are all the types of data type available. So first of all, there are two types of data types. The first one is value type data type, and the second one is reference type data type. Value type data type is nothing but the value gets directly stored into the variable, whereas a reference type data type, the value is not stored directly into the variable, whereas variable holds the address where the values are stored. So this is the basic difference between a value type data type and a reference type data type. Under the value type data type, integer, character, float, double, and boolean, these are all the things that comes under it. And in reference data type, string, this is the only thing that comes under reference data type. And these are all the size of the data types that I have mentioned here. The size of the integer is 4 bytes, and size of the character is 2, and so on. But the size of the string is based upon an user input. So the size of the string is determined dynamically at the runtime. Now I have to say one more thing which is very important. So suppose if we want this now if you want user to enter the value for a variable num, we are asking user to enter the value, enter the numeric value. Now this is the command that is used to get an input from the user. So this is the command that is used to get the input from the user. Num is equal to console. So what does this means? This console.read line, once it displays enter the numeric value message, it reads the next line and it just assign it to the variable num. But still it's popping out an error because the default input type for C# is string. Whatever we give in the next line, it will consider this as a string format, and we have to convert this particular thing to integer so that the compiler knows that the string value is converted to integer, and then only we can assign it to the variable num. Now we can print the things. Um, yeah, okay, so it's asking to enter the numeric value, and I have entered 5, and the 5 is displayed, the value 5 is displayed, and again it's waiting for an user input. So once I press enter, it just goes off. Now I want you guys to show something about string also. So I have declared a variable str, and the data type for this variable is string. Now I'm asking the user, and now I'm asking the user to oops. Now I'm asking the user to enter the string value. Str is equal to console.read. So this is what we have to do actually, but there is no need to convert it to string just because the default input type in C# is string itself. So there is no need for this statement. There is no actual need for this statement, but since the default input type is string, if you are going to store the value as an integer, at that time we have to convert. I think you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is the basic steps to get an input from a user, and how to display it in the command prompt screen. So let's run this program and see what's happening. So it's asking to enter numeric value, and it's asking for a string value. Yeah, that's it. Bingo. So the values are finally displayed in the command prompt screen, and it is waiting for an input from the user. That's it, guys. I think we are done with this. I hope you learned how to get input from a user and display it in the command prompt screen. Yeah, okay, guys. I will see you in my next video where you will be learning how to create a class and how to manipulate among the class, how to create an instance for a class, and how to access functions and variables inside the class. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until then, take care. Bye. It's Mohan signing off.